Hi everyone, I'm here with my last technological tutorial, and today I'm going to be sharing with you about a website and program called Focus Booster. What Focus Booster is it's a timer and break calculator. I could see it useful for busy days in the classroom, and it could be useful on a personal level as well for the teacher. So it has two main purposes that I discovered. For the classroom side, it's always nice to have a timer, especially someone like me who has about a 45-minute long class period where I'm trying to cram as much material as I can to the students. It's nice to know, okay, I'm going to allot myself 20 minutes exactly, to cover the lesson, and then I'm going to allow 5 minutes for some discussion, and then maybe 10 minutes to do some like vocab work at the end of class or something. And it's nice to have a program like Focus Booster to keep me accountable and keep me on track for the things I want to get done in the classroom during that day. And then on a personal side, Focus Booster, as you see, will be great for especially us in our master's program right now. Really seeing how much time we're allotting to the coursework and really charting and keeping track of everything that we're doing throughout these classes. So let's go ahead and get started. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click the sign up button here at the top. Obviously I don't want to have to pay for this thing, so I'm definitely going to go with the free option. So I'm going to click right here to get started. See, the only information that is required is your full name and email, your username and a password, and then you can sign up. Okay, so since I'm already signed up, I'm going to go ahead and log into my account. I believe it's A.T. McCarthy 1. We'll see, maybe I'll get lucky on my first try. And there we go, we're in. So it's going to have you do these customizations. I didn't go through these since I kind of already know how to use the app. But it's just going to tell you, have you used these kind of products before? Maybe I have. And then it'll give you a video if you're not really sure what this whole thing is about. So that's kind of nice to be able to view that before you jump into this. What am I going to use this for? Let's say student. And then what I'd like to track clients. No, I'm not a doctor or psychiatrist or anything, so I don't think that'll be very useful. And then you can download a desktop app, which is pretty nice. And then at this very end, they have another little video for you to watch to kind of tell you some more information about it. So we can go ahead and click right here to start my first session. So this is the home page. As you can see, we have timesheets here. I've already added one that I'll talk about here in a second. Let's talk about how this works. Right up here, you click in the top right is a timer. And so in the classroom, I think this is a great resource to use, again, in order to keep ourselves on track and on time during our busy class days that we have. So as you can see here, it's as easy as clicking, okay? And as soon as the timer's done, it is going to play us a little noise, so that way we know my 25 minutes that I've allotted to discussing maybe the different planets in the solar system. Okay, so we can stop that whenever we want, or it will automatically stop when it hits the 0 mark and give us a buzzer to know we're ready to move on. Now, you've probably seen timers like this before, so you're like, what's the big deal? I already know what this is. Well, the cool thing is that when you are done, so for my 25 minutes here, when that has gone all the way through, it will immediately start doing a break timer. So if you're on a state testing day, maybe in class, and you're at my school, we do block scheduling on state testing days. So for middle schoolers to be in my classroom for about an hour and 25 minutes is an extremely long time. So what I'll normally do is I will give them a break. So let's say I give the kids 60 minutes to do the state test. Then immediately after that 60-minute timer is over, it will automatically give them a 5-minute break timer. So during that time, they can maybe go up and get a drink or use the restroom and then report back within that 5-minute period. So the break part is really cool that will start immediately after the session length is finished. And it's good too if we are doing coursework for a master's class. On a personal level, if we want to set a session length, let's say I'm going to work 90 minutes on, making these 5 videos. Well, when my 90-minute timer is up, let's say I'm going to be real generous to myself and give myself a 20-minute break because I worked so hard on it. That 20-minute timer will go off. I'll have a little chance to relax. give my mind a little rest, and then it will start up again at a 90-second or 90-minute timer. That way I can be re-energized and refocused, and I'm not burning myself out trying to work on this master's program stuff for like 4 hours at a time. So it's kind of cool that we can actually chart and keep track of that. So once you have done that, what it will do, we go back to the timesheets, maybe, or if we'll go right here. So we have manage my timesheets. So for example, I said we did state testing, so we made a new entry. So we were working on, let's say we were working on master's program videos. What time did I start? Well, let's say I started at 7 in the morning, and man, I'm such a hard worker. I spent like 120 minutes on it. So it's pretty cool, as what it will do is it will create a new entry. You can see now I have master's program videos. We worked for 2 hours on it, and then we can actually chart it. So if we go to our timesheets, maybe if that will work for us, or maybe it's going to, let's go to reports. There we go. So what it's actually going to show is it's going to show, okay, today, I did 2 separate sessions. I did the state testing for an hour, and then I did the, I worked on my master's program stuff for 2 hours. So what's going to show here on my weekday productivity is that on Monday, which is the day that I am filming all of this stuff, I worked 2 hours. So it's kind of cool that as we chart and record the data, we can see, maybe what days we're being more productive as far as our classes go, or in the classroom, if there are certain days I can see, hey, this day, I lectured for 30 minutes, and then on Wednesday I lectured, for another 30 minutes. Maybe on Thursday I probably shouldn't lecture again for 30 minutes, probably should mix it up in the classroom. So it's kind of cool to be able to chart all that data and see how much time you're really spending on everything on a graphical level. But I feel like this application is very good at reaching 2 of our ISTE standards. The first one is T.1.A, which it helps better promote critical thinking due to having a more organized and productive class time and personal time as well. So I feel like we can utilize our creative resources more if we're taking those breaks, if we're actually charting how much time we're putting into everything in and outside of the classroom. Also, we're meeting T.3.A, which is demonstrating fluency in a new technology system into a current situation. So I'm taking just a basic timer, my background knowledge on that, and I'm applying it to a more advanced timer that's going to incorporate charts and graphs and also calculate those breaks for us. So I hope Focus Booster is a tool you can utilize not only in the classroom but also on a personal level as a teacher. So if you have any comments or anything, please leave them. I'd love to read them, and hopefully you give this a chance if you have the time. Thanks.